We're here on the pod.
We're here. We're
What?
no, nothing.
And so we got the TV too. We can pull stuff up, but yeah, it's another week. This is episode 80.
80
Yeah, we've recorded 40. This is our 40th episode this year.
of the year.
So 40 weeks.
And we still got 7 weeks left of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So that means we'll probably finish the year with only missing 5 or 6 weeks.
And that was just because it was the beginning. Like, because I guess we started, let me look on YouTube.
Travel. We've had a little bit of travel.
Yeah.
I think we did take 1 week off.
That's right. Well, did we?
I think there was one, like, probably in the summertime. I think we ended up taking off a little bit.
What's up real quick? Yeah, I mean, regardless though, it's been a good ride. Keep the ride going. Where's this? 9 months ago.
Keep going. I don't think it was that one that we started with.
No, this was the first one, I'm pretty sure. Does it have an exact date?
February 8th.
Oh, yeah. So that makes sense.
No, yeah, we see if there's any more.
Yeah.
No, that was the first.
Yeah.
Damn. I think I remember I was too stoned and too
For this one?
hungry.
That's
Or maybe
crazy.
it was episode 43.
43.
One of those. That was I had like no food in my stomach.
I think this one was a struggle, but I mean, 75 views. Those are
yeah.
people tapping in.
Uncanny Valley.
It's just kind of crazy to look at all the episodes that have been done. Jackson Hall, that was pivotal.
That was a pivotal one.
Remember how, I was nervous before that one.
Yeah, I felt
in
like
the
the stakes
studio.
were kind of high on that one because Jackson's
Yeah.
a professional, and he practices what he preaches, and he studies, and he's an embodiment of that self-discovery.
Definitely well spoken.
Yes.
Say that. And then, yeah,
The
I
one
think.
with Calvin was really good.
Oh, yeah, that one. I like that one.
So, yeah, I mean that at the time that was the
This was the
that
top.
was the top one. 300 what was that 360?
Yeah, he came with so many good stories. I mean, we just had Veterans Day the other day. I think it was on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
people go check that episode out. He's a Marine Corps officer. Just crazy the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, I think this is the new setup. We'll tweak it. I think kind of just like all the popular podcasts have a setup similar.
Yeah.
Where you sit across from the person, camera gets both of us, then the camera would switch every time. Like if I'm talking, the camera, people would see the camera view facing me, and vice versa, it would be facing you.
Okay.
And that takes a little bit of editing, but we appreciate the people sticking around for that. I guess I wanted to talk about a lot. The last 2 episodes did pretty good. I'll say that. This one's
The dead
good.
internet. Yeah, you wonder, I mean, there's been so many changes with I feel like the internet's changed a lot just since that episode.
What do you mean?
What's appearing on the algorithm and the conversations I've been having with people about the use of the internet and like religion and all these different things, and I don't know, dude, it's just
changing.
crazy.
You're right. It's changing quick. And I had a conversation with someone about why I'm not on Instagram anymore, and it came down to just the distraction time and that explore page. And I've always said this, like, after watching The Social Dilemma about how they studied how to keep us on it for longer, and just like the psychology behind attention, there's no way that they don't have access to your front-facing camera.
Oh, 100% they do.
So then at that point, you don't even need to click on anything. It just will scan where your eyeball's going onto each tile.
Yeah. And the guy that made that, I don't even want to call it a documentary necessarily, but he was a Facebook engineer, I think.
I think he was a part of
Or Meta.
Meta.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I remember watching this in college, I think is when it came out. Because I remember talking to you on the phone about it.
It was just...
Yeah, September 2020. Yeah, so I was still... That was right before I graduated college.
Yeah, this is a highly recommended
Jeff Orlowski.
deal. I mean, it's insane. And it's almost like I think we're coming out of it where a lot of people are figuring out it's an unhealthy thing.
Yeah.
It can be an addiction. And it's also literally shaping the way you think about things every day. And that's why it's so powerful. I mean, did you see the clip of Benjamin Netanyahu talking about like the future of warfare is social media and TikTok? He's like,
No.
he asked the lady, he's like, do you know what the biggest news is? It's the purchase of TikTok.
And that was by Larry Ellison. He
What's
purchased
the-
TikTok?
Yeah, I think so.
And he's an American, right?
Yeah.
But he's a
Hopefully.
he's like a huge, I think he's like the second richest man in the world behind Musk, maybe.
He's up there. Gosh.
Yeah, he's number 2 on the Forbes 2025. God. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a founder of Oracle.
Oh, yeah. It says it's a consortium of investors, including Larry Ellison, Rupert Murdoch, and Michael Dell, among others. ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, will retain a minority stake in U.S. operations.
Jeez.
Crazy stuff, because, I mean, what's crazy about China, too, is that they don't have any regulations. Like, they pretty much put up coal plants all the time. They're like going full steam ahead at whatever it is, like drone technology or,
A true
anything.
communist
Yeah,
regime.
and they don't care about the environment or
No.
things like how Americans do. So people complain that like, yeah, we're banning all these like high-tech cell phones from China, all these drones, but I don't think they realize that there's like a national security thing with that having, and it even came out that I think they own like a lot of the nuclear reactors or something. They own like a huge portion of something. It might not be nuclear, but we know that they own a lot of farmland. They own stuff that's surrounding like serious military installations.
Oh, yeah, here within the United States. Yeah, that I remember that came out maybe 2 years ago, and it was a big conversation point because a lot of people were like, that can't be true.
Yeah.
And it is. And so it's like, why are we allowing a foreign government to own land next to our military installations?
Yeah.
Like our biggest enemy.
Oh, good night. I mean, I watched that. Did you watch the 60 Minutes Trump interview?
I saw some clips. I kind of watched other people watch it.
It's
like a
so
review.
funny, dude.
Yeah.
Because this lady, and she's actually a good interviewer, but you could tell she didn't want to give Trump credit, and it's almost like a game that they're playing.
Yeah.
Because she keeps asking like about Putin and China, and he's like, we have a good relationship and all this stuff. And she's like, well, what is the U.S. going to do if China moves on Taiwan? And he's like, I'm not going to tell you that. Why would I say that on a 60 Minutes interview? And she asked a couple questions like that, and it's like you can't give out your battle plan, and they don't get it. And
yeah, Trump's dodging questions.
Yeah,
it's like, sorry, I didn't give you the codes to the nuclear warhead.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they, that's some of the problems with those interviews is not only is it, biased in terms of the questioning, but they edit these things down.
Dude.
And that's a big problem for things being taken out of context. And I think that was a problem he had. I know he's done 60 Minutes a few different times, but I know one of his earlier interviews,
he sued them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Pulled it up right here. It says Donald Trump sued CBS 60 Minutes over what he claimed was deceptive editing in an interview with Kamala Harris, alleging that it favored the Democratic Party. Lawsuit was settled for $16 million. Yeah, they chopped up her clip and everything. And the BBC did that on Trump too, where I think let's look this up. BBC, Trump, and it was about the white supremacists. Very fine people or something.
Oh,
it might have been that, or it was January 6th. Like they clip the front part where it's like we need a I don't know. Hold on. Oh, here it is.
BBC apologizes.
BBC issued an apology to President Trump over editing of a speech he gave on January 6th. It aired in his documentary Trump: A Second Chance. He threatened to sue the British broadcaster $1 billion over the program. What does it say here?
Okay, what does it say? The edits were made intended to shorten a long speech rather than to mislead it. It also said that the clip was not meant to be taken in isolation.
Are they even going to give the exact quote? Because the clip, it was pretty egregious what they did.
But this isn't the first time.
No, it's not.
And that's what was like so... I remember Tim Pool, listening to him. He met with some guy,
Jack Dorsey?
No, it was someone else. But they were talking about like that very fine people quote. And this guy, this liberal dude is like saying like, well, Trump said this. And he's like, that's not true. And he's like, well, you know, he said it. And he's like, do you not realize that? Like, and they played the full clip. And he's like, I've never seen that before in my entire life. And so these people are just like so blindly falling head over heels to like get these sound bites from Trump that like fall into their selection bias of like how they feel about him and not even understanding that everything's taken out of context. Yeah,
it's crazy. And I think this gets into a bigger conversation. We kind of talked about it on episode 78 about it's like what's true and what ends up happening is these older people like the boomers, they can't figure out like that, like a news organization, this prestige brand of New York Times or BBC or whatever it is would lie. They think because they grew up where there was only a couple of them.
Yeah.
And that was how they got the news. They trusted the person on there. But now it's like the landscape has shifted so much and they don't have the power. So I don't know if they can figure it out, to be honest. Like, what's it going to take for the boomers to realize that this is changed? Like, MSNBC is not the say-all, be-all for your news story. And what do you do at that point? How do you get your news?
I don't think that it will change, and honestly, until they die. Like, they have to go through their cycle of life, honestly. Like, I don't think someone at 80 years old is going to have their mind changed. Or going to change their discovery of how they get information.
Probably not, no.
Because you remember there was that other one where Trump was talking about like the auto manufacturing, and he said, you know, it's going to be a bloodbath. And all of a sudden, it's if Trump loses election, he promises bloodbath.
Bloodbath, yeah.
And, you know, it's
Civil
like...
War.
Yeah, and it's like, did you listen to the extra 7 seconds before that where he was talking about the auto manufacturing and the changes?
It's ridiculous.
And so it's... I don't know. I mean, I don't really have sympathy for these people because, like... If you can't,
they're lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, but it's also like it's ignorance. It's like the whole headline reading conversation has been in the limelight. I feel like the last 10 to 15 years when things on social media really started getting controversial and really inflammatory, and it's like everything's like a gotcha, and they want you to. I mean, the same thing on YouTube, you know, with these. Thumbnails, and it's like,
she said what?
Yeah, and you click on it because you're interested, and you're like, oh my gosh, this must be something really intense.
Yeah.
And it's either not, or it's like something that's completely misleading. And I've had conversations with people about a bunch of different things, and it's like they believe this thing to be so true, and then when you tell them it's not, it's like they almost, like their brain is like trying to fire, and like they can't really even... think
challenges
about they can't even think about being wrong, I guess.
That's so true. And I wonder too, like when that shift happened, especially online, when the algorithms figured out that it's the thing that outrages you, that's the most engaging thing. because that's really what it is. It's come down to. But we looked up, did Trump call white supremacists very good people on ChatGPT? Short answer, no. He did not say that. In the aftermath of August 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, Trump made remarks. He said, "I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists because they should be condemned totally." He also said you had some very fine people on both sides. But he's talking about the people that didn't want to tear the statues down
Yeah.
and remove history.
Yeah.
And I thought about that too. Like, say that I think it was Robert E. Lee. He was like a Southern... who was Robert?
I think he was a Southern or a Confederate war general.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like an American Confederate States general. At the end of the day, like, people are flawed. Like, no one's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean, they wanted to tear Christopher Columbus down.
Yeah.
Like, do we want to tear Sacagawea down when she came over?
They fucking tear Abraham Lincoln
slaughtered
down. And they don't even understand the 13th Amendment.
Yeah, it's crazy, but at what level would you say, like, all right, let's take the statue down?
Never.
What if it was Hitler's statue?
Well, we're not talking about Hitler's statue.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, at what level is it like, okay, we figured this out?
Like, you found out something so bad about someone that you're like, we can't have the statue anymore.
Like the statue of Jerry Sandusky in front of Penn State. They tear it down.
Yeah, well, I think...
The pedophile.
Have you ever heard that saying? It's like separating the art from the artist.
Yes.
It's like, I think that's a pretty good analogy for a lot of this stuff. There's a statue of Kobe. Some people believe he's a murderer. Yeah.
Kobe Bryant?
Yes. Yes, dude. Same thing with like Ray Lewis. Like, there's a lot of people that have, quote unquote skeletons in their closet of a past that they've had. It's either murder or rape.
Rapist, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sexual assault.
Yeah.
I've looked
that up.
A
It's
Michael
pretty
Vick.
bad.
Does Michael Vick deserve a second chance? Like, he's a head coach at a football program now. He got talk shows. He became a sports analyst after he did his time.
Dogfighting?
Dogfighting. Like, is that something on a social level that we should forgive people and give them a second chance to thrive and make money and be a leader in a community? Personally, for me, no.
Damn.
Like, I think you're done, because that's, for me, like the crimes against like children and animals, like, those are people that cannot protect themselves. They can't defend themselves. Yeah. And so when you take advantage of them and use it for your own gain to make money, it's like, dude, like, you can't, like, that's, for me, that's unacceptable.
No, I agree with that. It's
Bad News Kennels was the operation. Involved over 70 dogs, many of which showed signs of injury. Investigation revealed evidence of brutal practicing execution of underperforming dogs. So your dog doesn't win the fight, and he's going to take it behind the shed and kill it.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's pretty evil stuff that they're doing there. The idea of second chances, I mean, it's tough because there needs to be like a level of fear that comes from, like, okay, he did that. Now he's locked. He's locked up for 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to persuade people not to continue with that action. Like, that's a negative reinforcement for something.
Yeah, you just missed probably a quarter of your life.
Yeah, which is insane. And I wanted to ask you about this too. I heard Candace Owens, and she was talking about her and Charlie Kirk's upbringing and what they agree on and disagree on. And one of the things they said was they were talking about the death penalty. And she said, like, death, like, that's the easy part. Like, do we really want them to suffer? Like, do we want a punishment for it? Like, being taken out, being injected with whatever, and then you're out in 5 seconds. Like, is that truly, like, reciprocal for what they did? to warrant the death penalty? Should they have to suffer their whole life thinking in shame of what they did? Versus, oh yeah, fuck it, I don't care, kill me.
Yeah, you're death row, you killed.
That would be so easy. It made me think about it in a different light.
Yeah, no, that is interesting. I mean, I think, yeah, it's kind of like a hell on earth. You know, like, torture.
Prison.
Yeah, prison, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've always been more of an eye for an eye person. So, like, I think there are certain crimes that should result in the death penalty without question.
Yeah.
And, like, you could certainly argue, like, yeah, well, this person who killed 10 kids, injecting them with a poison sure is the easy way out instead of, sending them to the max security prison where the other inmates find out, oh, this is what you did. We're going to handle you this way. God. And so, I don't know. It is an interesting thought. I mean, I think the death penalty needs to
come back.
Death penalty needs to come back. Death penalty's back.
Public execution?
Yeah.
Do you realize that would be so insane? Like, where would you do it?
I don't know.
Like on Fox News, it's like, all right.
Andy Frisella talks a lot about this. And First Form, shout out First Form, shout out Real AF, Andy Frisella. He says, like, if you want to stop these things, you need to create the fear in people that you will receive the ultimate punishment if you commit these crimes. And I don't think there's really any other way to get the point across when people who are,
there he is.
Oh, yeah. See if you can go to YouTube and see if you can find a video of him. Are you allowed to show videos on YouTube?
I don't know.
Andy Frisella death penalty. Or say Andy Frisella public execution.
Let's see what he says here. Is this kind of what he was talking about?
Yeah, I don't know where. It'd be hard to find it, maybe.
I don't know if I can play stuff like that, but I mean, it's a good conversation to have. I think, we don't really know what the side effects of public executions would be, like in terms of.
Could you get a robot to do it?
Yeah, but then is it public in the sense that it's going to be online? People are going to record it. Kids are going to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just where my
that's
mind
where you,
goes.
yeah. No, you're right, and that's where you get into the details, and that's where I need to maybe pump the brakes and think about the logistics of how you would actually do this. But I think we as a people, if we really want to move forward, there has to be like a line of like, if you do these things, if you harm children, if you molest children, sexually abuse children, if you, do things to animals, things that can't defend themselves, if you
rape
people, like if you start a fire in the Palisades and you destroy nature and you kill these people and you kill their homes, like for me, there's no place in society for you. You're done.
No, yeah, we got to take them out.
And that's the problem with these repeat offenders and these violent criminals and these district attorneys that continue just letting folks out. They're the ones that are committing like 80% of the crimes.
It's insane.
And so like if we look at that and we say, man, these people are harassing citizens and they're creating fear in people walking around their neighborhoods and taking their babies, in their stroller. They just arrested this guy in Chicago, the woman puncher. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen some of those.
Like the serial woman puncher. This guy just going down the street and just clocking women in the face. That guy has no role in our society. Get him the fuck out.
Yeah, put him up. Lock him up.
Send him to fucking Guantanamo Bay. Like, throw him in the ocean with the sharks. I don't care.
Yeah.
But overall, we've got too many psychotic, mental people in our country that are destroying the integrity of our lives, and they need to go.
They do. It's crazy because it seems like maybe it's social media, maybe it is actually that there are more psychos coming out.
There are.
Works. And I think technology probably plays a part in that. Just the way society is now, like being isolated for one, and then like finding like, okay, so I'm isolated in my small apartment. Like, what am I going to do? Let me go find a community on the internet. And okay, maybe girl broke up with me. I'm pissed about it. Like she doesn't know me, like, and all this stuff. Maybe I find a community that's anti-women.
Yeah.
And it's like really aggressive against. Maybe I find Andrew Tate and he's speaking all the right things. And then you just get radicalized. So I think that's probably a big percentage of, like, I'm just speaking for men that are isolated.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this actually brings up a good, so I went to the Spectrum store and I needed to get my internet. And first of all, it's actually like, that is hell when you walk into a Spectrum store and it's just all the people are talking and it's like, you got to make a ticket and wait in line and all this stuff. And so I walk in and there's this big dude in there, cornrows, just like beefy dude, and construction boots on, like camo pants, like
as a customer.
Yeah, he's a customer. He's with this other lady. I think it's his girlfriend or something. And
baby mama.
Yeah, it was a baby mama. He's like, when's it my turn? Like aggressively, and I'm like, oh. All the people are like, and he's like, sir, you need to go make a ticket. Go put yourself in line on the tablet back there. And so he walks back there and does it. And I'm sitting back there after I made mine, and he walks over and is looking at cell phones and everything. And I could tell he was frustrated.
Yeah.
And like, cause he's looking around, he's clenching his fists.
To like pace a little bit.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, I kind of want to try to diffuse the situation a little bit. And so I just said, like, man, these places suck to him. And he's kind of thrown off that, like, someone talked to him. And he's like, yeah, man. I was like, how long you been here? He's like, 15, 20. I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. And he's like, yeah, man. He immediately goes into like, man, I'm trying to find work. Like, I'm doing construction. It's like $40 a day or something. He's like, and the guy just hasn't hit me up again. He's like, I'm doing DoorDash. I got my branding. Like, look me up, and all this stuff. And I was like, dang, man. He's like, can you give me work and everything? I'm like, I'm just an employee. I can't. I'm sorry. And then he starts talking about like, well, first of all, I'm like, dude, you're a big dude. Like, have you ever thought of MMA? I just said that.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, man, but I used to whoop ass in the prison, man.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, and I was like, oh, shit.
He's like, what'd you go to jail for? He's like, I killed someone at a Spectrum store.
Yeah, look just like you, white boy. And, yeah, when he said that, I was like, because then I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, what could a guy like that do? You've been to prison or whatever it is, a felony or whatever, and there's the humanity in me that feels bad for him. I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
And if you go to prison, most likely you did something that you deserve to go there.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking in my mind, well, damn, like this guy, like the economy's getting worse. You know, AI's coming. Like, what jobs is this guy going to be able to do? And at what point does he say, fuck it, like this, there's not a place for me here?
Yeah.
And he goes and does something crazy. And then, it's kind of scary to think about. And I felt bad. I was like, my buddy, he went to the Navy. Oh, he asked me what I do. And I was like, yeah, I'm in real estate or whatever. He's like, how can I do that, man? I'm like, well, you got to have a college degree and do courses and everything. He's like, damn. I was like, well, my buddy went to the Navy and got his college paid for. I was like, how old are you? He's like 40. And I'm just like, I couldn't think in my mind, like, how's this guy going to make a living? In a lot of ways, it made me grateful for my career and everything. And then I looked around at all the Spectrum employees, and I was thinking, like, y'all's job's going to be gone to AI. And AI can just get you your internet. You don't have to talk to a person. You go pick up your router and modem at a spot. And, yeah, I was kind of like, whew, I got out of there. I was sweating. And first of all, it was hot in there too. So it just sucked. But there's a lot of people I feel like that are struggling to get by right now. And AI is not going to help them. At least seemingly is not going to help.
It won't help. There's certainly going to be like a percentage of jobs that are like immediately gone once we can truly integrate AI into fast food service and kiosk based things and, you know, the internet pickup and things that really don't require a human. But there's always winners and losers. You know, and that's, I think, kind of the hard pill to swallow is that, like, we have all these tools available. I mean, that guy has a cell phone, most likely. So he has internet access. He's got YouTube University. There's obviously probably more barriers for someone to actually develop the skill set to get back into the workforce and become a contributing member. But, like...
He has a felony or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you made your bed, you sleep in it. And, you know, obviously I'm sure he would like to go back and restart from maybe 20 years old, you know, or 18 if he didn't get a college degree. When did you make your bad decision? Yeah. And, you know, you kind of have to pay the price of that. And I think that's what's so important about, like, the childhood development in those early years of becoming an adult. Like, when you're just kind of having fun and you're doing stuff and you don't realize the ultimate consequence that you can pay of, like, how it can derail your entire life off of one decision.
And then you don't have someone that you're afraid of, like a father figure that's going to be on your ass if you do something wrong. Yeah. So there's really no consequence in your mind at the time to do something crazy. Like, fuck it, I'll go in there, I'll rob this place. Like, I don't give a fuck.
And then you get caught and you got a gun on you and it's 20 years.
Yeah, and you have weed on you.
Yeah, and it's like, but then, I mean, dude, the other side, and I don't know this guy, and I wasn't there, I didn't get to meet him. Some people are just stupid and dumb. And like they don't get it. Like they don't have the same thought process of humanity and, you know, right versus wrong and this is a smart thing I should do. Sure. You know, it's like, can you fix that?
Well, like, I don't know. The problem is it's like, I don't know his life story. I know a little bit of it, but like growing up, how did he grow up? Yeah. And the environment and the people that he saw around him. Like, did he see people that were contributing members of society or did he see criminals?
Yeah. And bad behavior.
Yeah. And then he looks up to, you know, father figure's not there. It's the gang leader. Yeah. The kingpin, the pimp. And so you kind of need to, at least I feel like, we need to put ourselves in their shoes a little bit more and give a little bit of grace and like humanity to that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like survival of the fittest at the end of the day, which is kind of crazy to say, but you know, like it's scary because like I was thinking about it, I was like, this guy wanted to kill me right now. He probably could. Like, and so it's like, I don't know if I want to be around a criminal who went to prison, who kicked ass in prison. And it's just like, it's kind of like I don't know. It got me a little like, oh, it's tough. Like, I don't really interact with many people that got out of prison.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have.
That's crazy. That might be the worst, going to prison. Just very primal. Yeah. You get split up by race.
Well, yeah, when we listen to that Joe Rogan episode, like I think about that all the time and like people will lie to you to get you hurt. And it's just like, I mean, you're worried about getting shanked and you're always having to watch your back and the guards are in on it.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's bad, man.
It's just like, fuck, dude. And yeah, I mean, there's prisons for people that should be there, like the violent criminals. And then you got, you know, the white crimes of financial stuff and, you know, fraud. And, you know, that's a whole different category. But like, if you're willing to just go down the street and like punch someone in the face and rob people and intimidate people. Yeah. Like, I don't feel bad for what happens to you. No. Because it's either me or you. And I think I watched this video the other day. And I think a lot of it kind of has to do with the government benefits and the SNAP and stuff. And this guy was like building his house and farming for his family. He's like, why should I give a fuck about you? Like pretty much talking into his phone. He's like, Why should I give a fuck about all these other people in America who don't care about my family? Like, I don't care about you, because when the dust settles and shit does pop off, you're only worried about you and your family.
Pretty much.
And so, like, is it wrong to, I guess, move through life that way when things are good? Like, if you've just got your small community and that's it, like, are you concerned about the person who's getting mugged on the street? Are you going to stop and help them? Like, when you got your kids at home and you got your wife at home and they're expecting you to come back and you decided to get into something that wasn't your business and now you're paying the price for that.
Oh, that's a nightmare scenario.
But that's a part of the culture that we've created where good Samaritans aren't rewarded. And not rewarded like financially or publicly, but it's like you defend your property, someone robs you and you kill them, like, you're going to go to jail. And it's like, is that the standard that we want to create? And Daniel Penny is really like the icon for like stepping in. You know, the guy on the New York subway, the Marine on the New York subway. Yeah. Who the guy was saying he was going to kill people on the subway train in New York City. And there was a mother and a child, and he was intimidating them and stepping on them. And he told them to back off, and then he targeted him, and he chokes him out, and he dies. And that guy goes to prison, and they charge him. But thankfully, the jury, you know, judged by his peers, they decided he did the right thing.
Yeah, I remember this. This was like crazy. So, on May 1st, 2023, New York City subway, Jordan Neely, a homeless man, was choked, killed off. Jordan Neely, Daniel Penny. That's weird.
24 years old, United States Marine Corps veteran.
Yeah, I remember that. And yeah, he was considered like evil. And it, you know, we can go down this road. It gets dark, but even, you know, George Floyd.
Yeah. He
became like this martyr, but it's like, it's such a psyop too, because he's just not a good guy.
Yeah,
straight
it's
up.
Like we're
but
defending.
At the same time, like, you don't want to root for someone to die or be happy that someone died.
Correct.
Like, I'm not happy that this guy got choked out and died.
Yeah.
Or George Floyd died. But, you know, I think there's some sort of you just need to understand that the whole context of the situation. This guy was protecting people on the subway, and you know, if what he said is true, he's threatening people. Yeah, it's just not a good situation.
And so then this happens. This is 2.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And now you have people who saw this, the people that would be the ones to jump in and defend that, and they're like, fuck, I got kids, I got a wife, I can't go to prison over helping someone. And so then you get everyone tunnel vision. They're not worried about their neighbor. They're not worried about the old man getting into his car with that guy following him, or the person leaving the bank, or at the ATM,
or the guy harassing a girl.
Yeah, and you wonder, and I think it's perpetuated a system where violent offenders and criminals are thriving.
That's actually a great point. Yeah, and then you're dissuading the good people from doing the right thing.
Exactly.
But we can't have that. We got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
We got to step up and do the right thing.
And like the same thing goes with like the gun control. It's like the criminals aren't, oh shit. Man,
they passed the law.
They passed the law. We got to go turn in the glizzy.
That's when they're
the blicky.
Yeah. God.
And so it's like, you know, are you going to be the one to disarm yourself when you know that there are people, evil people out in the world that are going to attack you and going to cause harm?
Of course not.
And so, like, you know, I think every guy kind of puts himself in that scenario when you go out in public, or you're taking your lady on a date and you're kind of scanning the environment. And you're like, okay, if something happens here, what am I doing? If someone says something to me, you know, what do I do? And the best thing you can do is just to avoid it.
That's right.
Like, you don't engage.
No.
And I'm not a professional, you know, security agent or anything, but I've got some years of experience of de-escalation under my belt.
That's right. Like, what would you say? How would you navigate a situation? Say, for example, that, all right, you're going to a outdoor concert with your girlfriend, and it's in a sketchy area of Dallas or whatever. Give me the ball plan or the game plan for it. Yeah,
Well, I
he's
mean,
got COVID.
yeah. I mean, the first thing you do is like, you kind of have like certain rules of like, where do you want to be? You know, how open of an environment do you want to be in? You never want to be in like a closed position where, you know, you've got a wall to your back and then, you know, you're kind of closed in if someone's approaching you.
Always have a way out.
Always have a way out.
Good
And
point.
like, you want to have a few different points of exit.
Sure.
The second thing is, I think, like, try not to attract any attention to yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the ones that are, you know, really loud and the ones that are, you know, drawing attention, people see that. And, you know, if you're dressing flashy and you got a big chain on and you look like you're someone,
Yeah.
then they're going to treat you like you're someone and they're going to take something from you. But I think overall, like, I mean, I've been walking down many streets and people have, you know, said things.
Yeah.
Just have to keep walking. And it's like when you stare and you look at someone who's already kind of on the brink of like wanting to do something,
Yeah.
like that you just gave them their in to continue approaching you and continue following and harassing you.
No, that's a great point. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of times, especially in my work, the places that I'm going, you know, there's sketchy areas and people hanging out around gas stations or hanging out in hotel hallways. And there is a level of like, you acknowledge that they're there and you know that you basically let them know that you know that they're there, but let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
And
you don't stop. Like, you don't stop to talk to these people.
Yeah, you don't walk right past one and tie your shoe.
Yeah, it's like, hey, boss man.
Keep it
So
pushing.
just get out of that Tesla. You like it?
Nah, I'll take
It's
it.
like, let me see.
Hey, take it for a spin. See
Yeah.
what you think.
But yeah, I mean, it can be a little freaky, and I've left events and I've left places because I don't
Really?
feel comfortable.
What was the experience like that?
Well, I mean, that high school football game I was telling you about,
that's right.
and that was just one that I was like, dude, what the fuck
felt
is
chaotic.
this? Yeah, it just felt chaotic. It just felt really tense. You know, it just felt like a brawl was waiting to happen,
Jeez.
and like I wasn't gonna stick around for it.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
trying to think if there's been other places.
I think you got to trust your gut too. You feel unsafe, then let's get out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't need to stick into something just to stick into it when
No.
the ultimate price is your life.
And we're so vulnerable at the same time.
Yeah, we're just sacks of meat.
Yeah. Like one stab to the gut.
Yeah,
It's actually crazy.
you're running. You're like, what's that? Is it cold in here?
Oh God! The gunshots go off. You look around, you're like, "I'm good," and then the girl's like, "Babe, look," and you just got a gunshot wound.
Yeah, I mean, I was standing outside the bar one time, and in Germantown, right next to the Murder Kroger,
Yeah.
and it's like probably 1:30 in the morning. So like we're about to close. We're not letting anyone else in at the moment, but we still have like people that are like hanging out outside, you know, smoking a cig or whatever. And so the exit of the bar was like right on the corner of Fifth and Monroe. And so if you take Monroe 2 blocks, I guess it'd be north, the Murder Kroger is right there. Yeah, see if we can pull this up here. Yeah, so I used to work at Mother's Ruin, Germantown, Nashville. Great bar. Yeah, so this is the exit right there. And so 7th Avenue. So you got Taco Mamacita. You come straight down here, Germantown Pub. On the other side of, I think this is MLK. Oh, Rosa Parks. You got Kroger right here.
Yeah.
So this Kroger is like notorious for crime. This whole area has, you know, been somewhat gentrified, and it's just, dude, you got homeless people everywhere.
I remember that.
out here.
Yeah.
And just like some, you know, rundown housing and whatnot. So all these psychos that come from this Kroger and
Bus
all these
stop.
projects over here walk straight down the street in front of the bar all the time. All the time. And so we were out there one night, and pop, 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 pop. Like you can hear, like not only you can hear the shots going off, but you can hear the whiz. And so they were shooting our direction. Like, I don't know, like these are government housing. They got churches over here and whatnot. But I can hear the bullets
Holy
like whizzing.
crap, dude.
And so I grab all the people inside, or that were smoking cigarettes outside, I was like, y'all get inside. And
Wow.
yeah, dude, we'd get people hanging out down here. And then,
Oh,
so on that
I bet.
backside is a patio. Dude, homeless people walk down here and start harassing people that were sitting down enjoying their food and enjoying their drinks. It's like you got to shove these people away. And it's like, this guy's got a fucking needle on him or a bottle, or, you know, he decides that today's his day and, you know, he's going to try to get into the bar.
Jeez, man.
And it's like, you can't operate in society with these folks.
Yeah, it's such a crazy, tough dilemma because, what do you do? And, you know.
I got jumped like right on that line right there.
You got jumped?
Yeah, those LSU frat guys.
Hold on.
I never told you that story?
Let me go pee and then
All right.
tell the story.
Should I pause this?
No.
All right, because I'm going to blow my
All right, we're back.
back.
Pee break. Oh, gosh. I need to work out after this, but you ever feel like you're in like kind of like I guess this is obvious, but people go through stressful periods in life.
Yeah.
You know, like I just moved and just getting everything set up and everything about it is a little stressful and sleep has been compromised a little bit.
Yeah, well, because it's not comfortable, you're just not sleeping well.
I think it's part of that, and then part of it's like
The new environment.
and doing different things when I maybe should have fell asleep. I don't know.
But you're living life.
Yeah. And it's good because I feel like working out is kind of like the steadiness that keeps me grounded a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, like faith and everything's more important than that, but the working out and keeping my body strong and resilient, such a game changer.
Yeah.
Like I probably would have gotten sick this week if I wasn't doing what I do in the gym. Taking care of myself, even though I had past 2 days I've had 6 breakfast burritos from Chick-fil-A. So
Jeez.
yeah, I know I need to stop. They're just so easy. It gets me calories and protein.
Yeah.
And I drove 600 miles on Wednesday down to the Gulf of America and back.
There you go.
So,
Plant your flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were telling a story about getting jumped by LSU frat bros right here on Monroe Street in Nashville, Tennessee.
So it was like a weekend night. I want to say it was like a Thursday night. And we had, I think the Saints were playing. And so against the Titans. It was something like that.
Okay.
So there was a game going on. And oh yeah, that drink. Yeah. God,
Is this that one tequila drink?
That may be what was that called? It's like the Eye of the Tiger, maybe. Yeah. Wait, go to the right.
Cocktails.
Where's it at? Tequila. Okay, so it was whatever that says wet breadsticks. They changed that a bunch to. That was always the one that I get. It was like a spicy tequila drink. But that Demumbrian Fucks was like, Demumbrian Street is like Midtown. It's like one of the biggest roads in Nashville. It leads from Broadway all the way to Midtown.
Okay.
And so the Demumbrian Fucks is a famous drink. Yeah, man, that bar was so sick.
Yeah. Do you recognize this guy?
Yeah, I think that's AJ. Yeah, everyone there had like a really unique style to them. Click on that one. Who's that? Oh, that's
He looks familiar.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he was like one of the bigger managers of the bar. Yeah.
Is that Morgan
That place
Wallen's
would
alter
get
ego?
Yeah, everyone there is like from Portland.
That's what I noticed about Nashville. It was one thing I did notice is there's so many women there.
Yeah, I think the ratio it's like 6-1 or like 7-1.
7-1.
I think it's high. It's really high. I don't know why. Because you would kind of think like there'd be a lot of men there. Dude, that food was so good.
Yeah,
Those
especially
waffle
after
fries.
a night drinking.
Yeah. I mean, you'd wake up with some acid reflux, but
It's
it'd
the
be worth
perfect
it.
drunk food.
Yeah. I mean, they'd close down at 2. They'd serve food till 2. You know, it doesn't look crazy in there, but dude, in the weekends, that place is popping.
It get packed
Like
too.
you can barely even fit in there. Yeah, which is why it's so important there to have a bouncer to regulate, you know, the crowd control.
Oh yeah.
Because things just get fucking chaotic.
Yeah, I bet. But okay, so back to the story.
I'm hanging out front. I was the only bouncer that night, and typically on like weekdays, it was just one guy because we only had the bottom floor open, and then we had the patio open till 11, which that's when the city noise ordinance took place. So we had to close the patio down because it is still residential zoning. So you got to abide by those laws. So I'm by myself, and I've been doing this for probably a year now. So, you know, I know the lay of the land. I know how things work, and people know me there. And so I'm hanging out up front, and all of a sudden, probably 10 like frat guys, like younger than me, but like probably 21, 22, 23, all come up. And they're like, they're rowdy, you know, like they're rowdy from the street, just talking shit, you know, shoving each other, just that type of behavior. And so I let them know. They're
coming up to the bar.
They're coming in.
And you're just like, go.
And I already know, I'm like, I already know this is going to be a problem. Like I can already tell that this is going to turn into something because the night's not over. Like it was probably 11.
And they were like, bad.
They're getting started. Yeah, they're just getting started.
Oh.
And like they'd already been drinking, but like they're heading out on the town type of thing.
Got it.
And so I'm letting these guys in. I probably let in like 6 of them, and then the other guys are like smoking cigs on the street, you know, waiting to go in. And so the other guys, they come in and they go kind of straight to the left. And so there's, you know, table seating, and then you've got like the bar seating around the corner.
Yeah.
So you got those high bar stools. And so then I let like 2 more guys in, and then one of the guys leaves the bar, comes out, grabs like another kid that I hadn't seen yet. And, you know, I'm asking for their IDs again, obviously. And the one kid doesn't have an ID. And he's like, oh, you know, come on, like he's my frat bro, whatever.
Yeah.
The kid looked 19, and I didn't let him in. You know, I was like, you know, no ID, no entrance. And he was not happy. Like his friend was not happy. Yeah. And so he's like, all right, just hang out here. You know, we'll just grab a few drinks and we'll be done. And so the bar, it's got windows on the front. So even when I'm standing outside, I can look inside the bar. Because, dude, if I was standing inside all shift, it's so loud in there, the music, the echo.
You wouldn't want to
drive
be
myself
in there.
crazy. So I would just hang out on my bar stool on the front side. Yeah, so you can get a good view. Yeah, so I would literally just hang out. I had my bar stool right there next to that rock, and we would use that rock to prop the door open. And so the bartenders had a strobe light.
Okay.
And they would hit the windows with it if anything was going on inside, and they needed me fast.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching. I'm now just kind of standing out on the outside, just watching these guys in the corner. And it's probably been like 30 minutes, 45 minutes now at this point that they've been inside the bar drinking.
Got it.
And then they, like, these 2 guys start like roughhousing
in
and
the
like
bar,
shoving each other. Yeah, like the frat guys. And they knock over this chair, and it kind of turns into this thing. And so I run inside, and I literally grab them both by like the back of their shirts,
just for one chair.
Yeah, I mean they were like fighting.
Okay,
you know, like play fighting.
Got it.
And I'm like, you're not fucking doing that in here. So I grab them out, and I like toss them out. And I'm like, you're not fighting in this bar. Like, I don't care if it's for fun. Like, you're not getting back in. So now I'm literally standing at the door, like blocking it like this. And they're like, fuck you, motherfucker, you know. And there was a guy, there was another patron who was out there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And he's just minding his own business. And they start getting onto him. And they start getting into it. Because he's like talking shit, and this guy, I remember he was like kind of like a bigger guy, and they start talking shit. And so then his buddies inside the bar, like 2 of them come back out, and they're like, what's going on? Why can't you let him back in? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, if you're going to keep getting at me, like all you motherfuckers are gone. Like I got no problem. So it's like 11:30 at this point. So the patio's closed. No entrance to the patio. Okay. So I'm standing up front. Like I said, I'm the only bouncer. One of the guys who was up front, who I had kicked out, darts to the back, sprints to the back to get in through the gate over there on this side.
Like to hop the fence or just...
So right here, there's a gate. And so this is the entrance. Like you can enter in through here.
Yeah,
right
the back door.
So he runs down that direction.
You knew he was going to go
I
back.
knew he was trying to get back in. And so he's probably already getting through by the time that I'm like leaving my post. And all of a sudden I hear like a woman scream and glasses shatter. Our female bar manager was out there cleaning the glasses, from the tables from just 30 minutes ago when we closed it down. And he rushed her and shoved her down.
And she dropped the glasses.
Yeah, she fell to the ground. She dropped the glasses.
Cut herself open.
And she's like, her name was Stephanie. She was probably like 4'10", like small girl. And now I'm like, now you just trespassed and just assaulted one of our employees.
Yeah.
Like, you're
done.
Your ass is mine.
You better not bounce your head off the concrete.
And so I pick the guy up, and the gate's open, and I literally drag him into the street. And I start punching him. And his buddies come out after, and they start kicking me in the back of the head. They start punching me. So now I get up and like we're distancing ourselves, and they start throwing. There were cones because they were repaving this road. So there were cones like all over the street. So they start grabbing cones, start throwing them at me.
What?
And so now, because I don't know what's going on inside the bar, so I run back inside the bar.
Yeah.
And all the guys had gone now. They had left. My bad.
Sheesh.
They had left. They had gotten out of the bar because they knew something was going on. So they came out. And dude, I was like, I don't know how fast this went.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a few minutes. I don't know if it was 30 seconds.
That's insane.
Yeah, because I was beating that guy's ass, and his buddies came. I had my back turned to him, and so they came up behind me and started hitting me. And that's when I got off and like, it's like, okay, like I got to figure out my spot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, now no one's at the door, so I got to get back to the door.
Sure.
And so I go inside and I grab one of the other bartenders. I'm like, hey, you need to watch the fucking door. Like, I got to go make sure that these guys don't try to get back in.
Yeah.
And so now they're on the other side of the street just fucking shit talking and throwing stuff. And we're going to come back, motherfucker. We're going to come back.
What?
Yeah. And they never did.
That's insane, man. I mean, there's so many things that could go wrong in that situation with alcohol involved. Like, people are willing to do whatever.
Yeah. And we would get, Nashville, specifically in this area, and I know I don't know how we really got to this. We're talking a lot about bouncing, but we can move on after this. But there's a big, there's a very large black population in this area, in Germantown in general. And so, we would, certain nights we'd get more of that crowd versus the other. And, different people, so different set of problems. I remember one time, dude, this guy, we don't have a frisk policy. Like, they wouldn't allow me to frisk anyone.
Okay.
Which I personally didn't like. If people are just going to be able to come in this place wearing heavy coats and whatnot, like, I need to know, like, if they got anything underneath them. And so this guy comes in, and he's chopping it up. This black guy, dreads, bigger coat, and he leaves. Probably like 10 minutes after he comes in, he leaves, and he goes back to his car, and his car was parked right over here. So now I'm standing on the front, and I see him go back to his car, and he goes to his car for maybe 2 minutes. It was parked on this side. It was like a one of those like kind of tan Chevy Suburbans, like or Tahoes.
Yeah.
And he goes to his car and doesn't even get in the car, like just opens the door.
Grabs
and I see him like, doing something, and he tries to come back in, and I was like, "What did you just grab out of your car?" And he's like, "Man, like, come on, like, And I was like, "Pull your shirt up." And sure enough, like, he had a fucking gun. And I was like, dude, put that back.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
Did he say, like...
I don't know if he was going to shoot someone in the bar. I don't know if he was just wanted to have it on him. But, like, I was like, dude, put that back. God. And so he goes and puts it. I end up letting him back in because he put it, he put it back, and he showed me he had nothing on him.
Wow. Good for you.
But it's like,
keeping people safe.
Things like that. And that place was really calm. Like, there was not a lot of problems there. And then, of course, you remember Derek? Derek's a big guy, too. Yeah. Derek will fuck someone up. He does not care. And he's Navy. Like Derek's
I
a
could see
big
him
guy.
not caring.
He didn't
just
care. Yeah. And we would...
enjoying it, kind of.
There was this one time, because I got Derek a job there.
No way.
Yeah. When he was bartending somewhere. He hated his recruiting job. He was like, fuck this. I'm going to do something else. So I got him a job there. And I told his girlfriend, Kirby, I was like, I've been working here a year. Like, nothing's really popped off. It'll be okay.
It's safe.
His first day on the job, he gets into a fight. Yeah. And there was one time, it was a busy weekend, and this guy gets too fucked up at the bar downstairs, throws up on himself. So we like, hey man, it's like, let's get you out, let's get you home. It was very cool about it. And so usually on the weekends, I would have Derek man the door, and I go through the property.
Okay.
Because Derek just wanted to sit there. He didn't want to talk to people. And so this guy throws up on himself, and he goes outside, and we kick him out, very politely. Hey, man, it's time to go home. And we had a line at this point. It was getting busy. So we're watching this guy, like, take off the sweater that he had thrown up on and, like, tie it around his waist and then get back in the line thinking we wouldn't know it was him. And then it like turns into this big thing because we're like, dude, we know it was you. You got throw up on you. Like,
hey,
go home. And he's like not having it. And he's like, I want to get the fuck back in. That wasn't me. And Derek is losing his, like, we give people like, a leash.
Clearly.
It's like once you kind of cross that line, like, we're going to get back at you. The shitty thing was there was a camera right on top of the door. So like you can't, the rule is.
That camera?
Yeah, you can't hit someone first.
No.
Like,
of course.
And people know that. And so they're talking as much shit as they can talk. And so me and Derek are both up there sitting at the door, and this guy's just getting into our faces, like talking shit. He's like, I bet you guys orgasm by kicking people out. He's like, I bet you get off on this. And Derek's like, oh yeah, we get off on this.
Yeah, we do, buddy.
And this guy's just getting in Derek's face. And Derek's my same height, like 6'5", big dude.
Yeah.
Neanderthal face, like just big face. And
big bones,
big, pronounced brow ridge.
the sagittal crest.
And now I'm kind of having fun with this, but like Derek's not. Like he's ready to like beat this fucking guy's face in. And so now I'm like having to push Derek back a little bit. And this guy tries to get back in the door. I
just like walk past him?
Yeah, like I tell Derek, like, go get some space, like I'll handle this. And so I go inside the bar, and I'm now just like watching this guy from the inside of the bar, right in front of these doors.
Got it.
The dude straight up opens the door to try to get back in, and I go and like front kick his chest, and he flies back and lands on the cement. And we end up, I think, having to call the police because he wouldn't leave the premises. But just stories like that. I mean, it was a great time.
No,
like,
I bet.
Kind of working in the nightlife a little bit, and being around. It's different, when you're sober and you're always around drunk people or people that are intoxicated.
Yeah.
And 95% of them are having like great nights.
Sure.
And then there's the 5 that are looking for trouble and they had too much and they're blacked out. They don't understand. And it's crazy in such a small building like this, all the stories I have and all the memories of things that have gone down in there.
Special place for sure.
Yeah. But it taught me a lot about de-escalation and, how do you get a guy out of a place when he may be bigger than you or he looks like this guy can fight or, it's like, do they have anything to lose? And it's like, how do I need to position myself and just talk to this person to get them disarmed?
Yeah.
And just like, hey, let's just go chat outside, get them out of the building first.
Sure.
Because if you try to like grab someone, that's always a big thing. If the bartender's like, hey, this guy's had too much to drink, they need to get out. And you go over there and
just grab them real
aggressively. You kind of like put your arm on their shoulder and
like, get off me.
Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking touch me.
And then it's like, all right, man, you gotta go.
It's like, hey, I'm not leaving. And then everyone sees it.
And you don't want that.
Yeah, you want to be discreet. Yeah, you want to be discreet. So we'd always take people through the back too. But some people they don't want it easy. They want it the hard way. And that's, I guess, the kind of full circle moment into like the social behavior. Some people just don't know, and they're looking for blood, and they're looking for a fight.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, thankfully nothing bad ever really happened there. A lot of fun.
Well, the other side of it too, would you say there's a lot of entitled people that like
100%
think, I'm allowed to be here. Like,
yeah.
There's no rules that says I can't have this many drinks or whatever. And
oh yeah. I mean,
they don't expect anything bad to happen.
Yeah. I mean, all the time, especially when we get a line on the weekends, I mean, people would try to cut the line and say, I know Scotty. Scotty was that guy. Just his name just came to me in the picture.
Okay.
I know Scotty's one of my friends.
Yeah.
He's my friend too. Like, get in the back of the line.
Dang.
And it's like people just think that because they've been to a place that they
can just walk out.
could bypass the rules.
Yeah.
And it was a very friendly bar, so the relationships that the patrons had with the bartenders was different than any other place that I've seen. You'd walk in and they'd be throwing you beer. Like, they'd walk in, if someone saw you walking in and they knew who you were, like, they literally toss you a beer, and you're catching that thing as soon as you're putting your ID back in your wallet,
And shotgun in there right there.
Yeah, and so people would go crazy in there.
A really cool place. Like you said, good food, good drinks, good vibe normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Crazy.
you would be a good bouncer.
Yeah, I think
Is it something you ever thought about doing in like college or part-time?
No, not at all. Like, I think one thing I would be good at is like probably the de-escalation, but when it comes to physically removing someone, I think like for the example you said, like you were the only one there.
Yeah.
Like that would be like a non-negotiable. I'd want to have backup.
Yeah.
Just like think about being like a cop and it's just you.
Yeah.
How vulnerable that space is. And I just wouldn't want to do that. I think it'd be too stressful. But no, I think what you said, and it makes a lot of sense. There's so many stories and good memories of just seeing that nightlife, and a really cool experience to experience that for so long, and in a cool city too.
Yeah.
And Nashville's just crazy.
Yeah. So imagine the stories I have here versus working on Broadway. I would never work on Broadway because that's how those guys got charged at Whiskey Row. So yeah, just go straight down.
South.
Yeah, keep going. So that's the Centennial Park, Bicentennial
Cool.
Park.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then it'll be keep going, and then straight to the right. Go down a little bit. Yeah, right there.
Where? Commerce
Where's
Church. Let me just look it up.
We'll turn it around.
This is north.
Okay, yeah, so there's Bridgestone. So go, yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. It's only... And then you get to...
Yeah, you could walk there. Yeah, you remember that story about that kid that he drowned in the river? That frat guy from, I think, Iowa State. They were on like a frat party visit, and he got lost. I think he got kicked out of the bar for being too drunk, and he strolled down to the river, and he was missing for like 2 weeks, and they found him like 13 miles down the river, dead. Yeah.
Do you think anything like sketchy happened?
I don't know. I don't think they ever found any foul play. Some people said that he was like roofied, but there's like body cam footage of him walking by police officers and Nashville Cumberland River.
That's sketchy.
Yeah, Riley Strain.
Drowning, alcohol intoxication. Jeez, man.
Yeah, so when was that? That was June of last year. Yeah, I was still living there.
22-year-old senior. His alcohol level was 0.228.
Sheesh. Delta 9 in his system, so it was ripping the Benjamin. Strain was last seen on a spring formal fraternity trip. Yeah, so his friends called 911 the next day.
Couldn't find him.
Well, and that was what a lot of people were really upset about. Like, what kind of friends you got if your buddy gets kicked out of the bar in a new city and you're just like, all right, we'll see you back at the Airbnb, when he's fucked up.
Yeah.
And so they say, there should be some type of punishment for his friends.
I don't think so.
It's more just like, that's not a good choice. Like, if you're with your guys and one of them is drunk out of his mind and gets kicked out, you take him home.
Sure.
Like, that's the responsible thing to do.
God, man. like,
but down in that embankment off the Cumberland, I mean, there's a homeless encampment. You know, there's some sketchy people. It's typically very like dark over there. They finally, I think after this, they instituted like a Broadway police force and put like an extra 100 cops downtown, just to maintain crowd control. And I mean,
make sure
there'd be shootings. There was an NFL quarterback, CJ Beathard. His brother got stabbed to death in a bar in Nashville.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, his brother. Death of CJ Beathard. Yeah. Clayton Beathard, that's right. Yeah, stabbed and killed outside a bar in Nashville.
It's crazy because, yeah, there's just so much. First of all, alcohol is just so widely accepted and normalized.
Yeah.
And when you see a kid like Riley Strain, it's like,
It's what,
the amount of
22 years
alcohol.
old?
amount of alcohol, like drugs, alcohol.
Yeah, University of Missouri, that's what it was.
It's sad, and it makes me think of too that the Cowboys guy, Nealand, just like, what does it take to like get you to the point where it's like this is the only way out? It's insane. It's sad, and that clip of have you seen Patty Pimblett when he talks about suicide?
No.
So his best friend, I think like the night before he had a big fight, killed himself.
Shit.
And so he has that weighing on him, that fight, and then after the fight, I probably could I'm going to play it. Who cares? He talks about it in his post-fight speech. And it's just powerful what he says. And let's get some volume here. Yeah. Like his best friend, apparently.
I want to dedicate this fight to little baby Lee, little warrior, and more of a fighter than any of us will ever be. But also, I woke up on Friday morning at 4 a.m. to a message that one of my friends back home had killed himself. This was 5 hours before my weigh-in. So Ricky, lad, that's for you. But there's a stigma in this world that men can't talk. Listen, if you're a man and you've got weight on your shoulders and you think the only way you can solve this by killing yourself, please speak to someone. Speak to anyone. People would rather, I know I'd rather me mate cry on my shoulder than go to his funeral next week. So please, let's get rid of this stigma and men start talking.
That's pretty good.
I'd rather my mate cry on my shoulder than go to his funeral next week. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's powerful. Yeah, there's a... I don't know what it is, but yeah, we just, as men, talking about our feelings more, I think is a good thing.
Yeah, there's, I know we're kind of talking about like kind of sad, you know, things right now.
Dark.
Do you remember watching The Last Chance U of the basketball team in Oakland? Well, Laney College.
I might have seen a clip.
So the coach of that team, or not, I'm sorry, it wasn't basketball, it was football, got murdered yesterday. The coach did. Search his name up. His name is John Beam.
Oh, yeah, I know who this is.
Beam. Yeah, Laney College.
That guy?
Yeah. So a guy that had pretty much dedicated his whole life to working with kids in Oakland and being, you know, a father figure and being a strong male presence he was gunned down. Like it wasn't like a a drive-by, or he was hit in as a bystander. Someone went after him specifically.
What?
And it's like, what the fuck are people doing, man?
It's evil. What's evil, man?
Like Oakland is fucking bad.
Yeah, all the Democrat cities are cooked, in my opinion. And I'm not going to say where I moved, but the area that I'm in, it's like...
That's nice.
I'm walking around at 10:30 p.m. It's like I see 5 cars patrolling. There's like Lamborghini parked outside the movie theater.
Oh, for real?
And they got like an Audi parked outside as like a display.
Oh, over near that like bowling alley thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like feels good to have like a safe area. And then there's like a farmer's market today. So last night they have like popcorn machines, like all these display stuff, like valuable stuff just sitting out. They're not worried.
Yeah.
Versus a place like Oakland or a place like South Dallas or anywhere, it's
like a
crazy.
war zone.
Yeah, it seems like that. And it probably doesn't seem like that if you're from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get used to the craziness, the violence,
Yeah.
the desperation. And I just wonder when AI starts to like really affect things, how that's gonna change. Elon Musk talked about it. He said the best case scenario when AI comes and takes all these jobs, and they're gonna implement universal high income. Like everyone gets a money that takes care of everything pretty much. Yeah, because there'll be so much value created. And this is the best case scenario. Like, say it takes our jobs, and we just get a check from the government every month, and whatever it is, like $20,000 a month or whatever it is. It's like everyone's got money, and so it's not about making money anymore. It's about following your passions. And I thought about it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, like I think if we didn't have to, like, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? It's kind of a tough question too, because our whole society's
you have to find a way to keep working,
like following or working at
like
something.
would people still have an obligation to work?
No,
Like, so there's no jobs.
like AI is doing everything. There's no like farmers, there's no delivery drivers, there's no bankers, it's just
Well, I mean, think my job could be taken by a robot.
Yeah.
So I'd probably just keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, if you have a passion for it, for sure. But like,
And that
you
means
wouldn't need to do it. You don't need it for money.
Yeah, but then what would I do all day?
That's
like the famous thing. It's like you can only drink pina coladas for so long before you're like, I gotta start doing something.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think.
I talked to one of my clients the other day. He asked me a question because I guess I don't pay attention to the lotto, but I guess there was a lotto that was approaching on $1 billion. And he was like, what would you do, if you won?
Oh, God.
And it was kind of we did like an interesting kind of like thought experiment of like, who would you help? Who in your circle would you like free of all their debt and all their, their bills and the things that they need to kind of get themselves in a position where they can live a little bit more stress free. And it's like, I would certainly choose my like immediate family, some friends.
Sure.
Your partner's family. But it's like, if I haven't talked to you in 3
Hey, Ben,
years,
long time no see.
But like, you certainly don't go public with it.
No. Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, because then everyone is out of the woodworks. Hey, I need,
Yeah.
Timmy needs braces. I'm looking for a boob job. We haven't been on vacation.
Boob job.
And so it's like, I would build a company and then pay those people to work at it.
Yeah, hire your friends.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're going to all do something together. That way you kind of have some skin in the game on the performance of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get paid out. You're getting a good wage. You're never going to have to worry about money. But like, you're going to have a purpose and you're going to work
Versus
to keep
just
yourself
giving them
sane.
money.
Yeah, like you're going to earn this.
That's a good idea. Because if you just give someone, all right, here's $50K.
They're going to spend it.
and they're like, oh, they're a billionaire. Like, I could probably ask for it again.
Yeah.
And then they guilt trip you, and you're like, all right.
And like
sure.
you'd have to like get like contracts set up of like, I'm going to give everyone an initial $1 million, you know, cause after taxes, let's say you're netting
Yeah, I
like
wanna look that up.
$600 million.
Let's say if I won the $1 billion lottery, how much money do I actually take home after taxes? Because you always hear that. You're not getting $1 billion.
Yeah.
60% of the advertised jackpot is the lump sum. Okay, so you can take it either up front as a lump sum or as a 30-year annuity where I guess you get the money over
No, I'd take the lump sum.
year over year. 60%, so you get 600 million. 40% just
Gone.
disappears. And the IRS withholds 24% immediately. So, but top bracket's 37. So you
That's
go
insane.
from fucking 1 billion to 378 million. And then God forbid you're in a state that
Yeah,
taxes
you're in
you.
California.
Yeah, where's whatever, New York City. Final take home 290 million. Good night.
Yes. And that's crazy. So you win $1 billion, but you're actually getting less than 400 million. So that change, I mean, having 600 million versus 400 million is a big fucking difference.
And then, like, how does it work, like, next year? Are you still taxed on that as your income?
Well, that's why you got to start, like, buying things. Like, you probably got to buy certain things to, like, get yourself off of, like, an insane tax.
Yeah.
And so
Protect
starting a company
yourself.
would be one. It's like, well, now this is
Yeah.
the assets of the company. And,
Buy some property.
oh, yeah. Buy property, buy some vehicles, you know, work vehicles, buy a fucking jet.
Yeah, because this is very stressful. They say people that win the lottery kill themselves.
Yeah. Or they go broke immediately. I mean, within a few years.
What percentage of lottery winners either kill themselves or go broke within 5 years? Let's see if we got this on the chat. Finance education score 1/3, 33% of lottery winners file for bankruptcy within 3 to 5 years. Wow. Then there's a study that winning the lottery had positive effects on mental health and no evidence of self-destructive outcomes.
Well, I mean, if you're declaring bankruptcy,
What we do not know, there's no solid research. Yeah.
gosh, I mean, yeah, how crazy of a life switch up would that be? Go from nothing to everything back to nothing.
I can't imagine, like, it's wild, like, what money and fame will do to a person. Like, there's a streamer, Sketch. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's super funny, and he went on Theo Vaughn's podcast again and talked about the controversy that he had. Have you heard of this?
Of the porn stuff?
Yeah, he was a gay OnlyFans.
Yeah. And so his whole thing was like, he got like mainstream by like the NFL.
Yeah.
For like a celebration or something, or he had like a phrase that he would say. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Hey, brother. Kylie Cox is his name.
What?
So I didn't know this. I looked this up and then I was like, is Kylie? Is he like trans? And I started to think about it. I actually don't know. That can't be real. Kylie?
I don't know. I mean, he lives in. He was born in Houston,
Yeah, he's a big Texans fan, but
so he's our age.
yeah, he's like entertaining to listen to,
Okay.
and he's funny. But
Okay, OnlyFans link.
Oh, yeah, here we go. July 7th, 2024. This guy posted a YouTube video talking about the untold story of Jamie Marr, where Sketch used to post OnlyFans content under the name Jamie Marr, and gay pornography sparking homophobic and anti-sex work comments backlash. And then he said on Theo's podcast that he went live and just like kind of owned it a little bit.
I feel like you kind of have to.
Yeah, and he said that was the most viewers he ever got in a live, 100,000 at one time.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw some pictures of like his character.
Oh.
No, I'll click on that. Yeah. Let's find it. Sketch controversy. And he's like putting on makeup and like
What?
yeah, hold on, you'll see.
Oh. So that's him?
That's him.
What?
That's him.
Oh.
Is that insane, dude?
What the fuck?
It's actually insane.
That's crazy.
Dude.
Oh my.
It blew my mind.
What?
And he's kind of just laughing it off and everything.
Man.
You just wonder, like, is he just doing anything he can to get famous? Like, that's just his.
Well,
I don't know.
kind of what I thought when I first saw him. Like, I was like, is he like special needs or something? Like, cause his mannerisms and
Yeah.
like it seemed like a lot to be like, oh, okay, well, this guy's got maybe like a mental disorder or a disability.
He's a little
or
bit
something.
kind of autistic, like, which it's kind of like a innocent guy. Like, he's just kind of goofy, and I mean, he's on the internet all the time. But when I heard that, I like could not believe it, because when you listen to him on Theo Von, it's like they're just
Chopping it up.
broing up,
Yeah.
like college football, all this stuff, and but yeah, it was like, holy shit, it's crazy. It's
That
so
is
crazy. But anyways, that was something that just kind of like, I mean, damn, started OnlyFans.
Do you think?
But he has a girlfriend too. So like,
I'm not buying that.
really?
Like, I think there's a lot of these streamers that fake these things to just get more clicks. Like, there's a show, I think on TLC or something. Yeah, Streamer Awards.
Dude, it's
Like,
so
fuck you.
popular.
Yeah.
It's so like, have you seen him before? I show speed.
Yeah, I see a lot of his clips on like Instagram. He's
so famous.
yeah.
Well,
But
at least
he's also
famous
like,
and, he's an athlete.
yeah.
I think he like was a soccer player or something.
Yeah, he's a big soccer player, Messi. Yeah, he does videos with like Tom Brady.
Let's look. So the streaming stuff is kind of the younger generation.
Yeah.
We didn't really like grow up on that.
Like, who was that other guy? Kai Cenat. Like, he's super popular too.
Yeah, that's probably
40. That's insane.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, what's his most popular video?
damn.
A music video?
Oh, he looks crazy in this video.
Played football with Ronaldo.
So he made music too, I guess. That's Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And then like the Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
These people are like the new celebrities of the younger generation.
Yeah.
For good or for bad. And like they stream. It's like they just start recording and they go do something. It's like
so weird. Like, I see a lot more of like Neon and like Aiden Ross.
oh yeah,
Like
those are guys.
Those are guys that end up on my algorithm, and I don't enjoy watching them.
Yeah, Neon. It's like, bro.
Apparently, he's like with Iggy Azalea.
He only has 950,000.
Yeah. Yeah, Neon and Iggy Azalea go on a yacht.
I mean, this is insane.
He's like, what's up, chat?
No, the thing on top of the mic. Yeah. You don't drink alcohol, do you? No. Okay.
Like, what the fuck are they?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think I don't like it. Like, I think it's stupid.
Body count? Yeah, I don't really like it either.
It's like brain dead content.
Well, yeah. So then the younger generation, they're just watching people do normal things, and it's like entertaining to be like kind of like an observer of their experiences. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I think, and I thought about that too. Like Joe Rogan. First of all, I was thinking about it. Has significantly impacted my life.
Yeah.
I think I can say that.
Yeah.
Very
I would agree with that.
clearly. For good, in my opinion. Like the amount of people that I've come across and amazing conversations I've been able to just listen to, and the belly laughs that I've had listening to the funny comedians and the people I found out about this guy on his show, and I'll end up going to see him in a show or whatever it is. Like, that's awesome. I love that about podcasts.
Yeah.
And even like the community that it's kind of weird listening to someone like for the amount of hours I've listened to Joe Rogan. But then you end up feeling like a sense of community. Like he has the same people on, and you enjoy looking forward to like the hang of a podcast.
Yeah, I get it.
And so I think this is similar to that. And maybe I'm just judging this because it doesn't seem like there's an inherent like value in it.
Yeah.
Whereas like when Joe Rogan has like the Protect Our Parks podcast, Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, Ari Shafir.
Yeah.
It's like
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, or Graham Hancock or whoever it is he always has on the guests that go on again and again. You make like, I don't know, there's a weird thing happening with it, but I like it about podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's different strokes for different folks, no doubt. But like, I put Skybree on a lie detector test.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to 69X9. You know, it's just like, is that really what we want to be viewing?
Best role play streamer? Oh! What?
Best fund?
Shroud.
Yeah.
Canadian streamer.
Like, I'm really glad I don't know who 95% of these people are. Nice wig.
Video game streamer.
Yeah.
They're millionaires.
Yeah, what was the Fortnite guy? Ninja?
Yeah, Ninja. I had a buddy in college who would watch Ninja when we were in
Really?
class. And I was like, what are you doing?
You see, like, do you know what that 6'7" thing is?
Jinxie.
Have you heard of that?
No.
Search that up. It's like what all these kids are doing now. Like all these kids, like they're like 6'7".
Oh, it says it's a TikTok. Hold on. This is...
Because I scrolled across this video and it was like 6'7" devil worship.
What does 6'7" even mean? Explaining the viral... After using the slang after it became popular with young... 6'7" kid? What does it mean?
Skrilla, doot doot.
He featured the phrase, the lyrics go, 6'7", I just bipped right on the highway.
What?
So it just kind of became internet viral because of a rap song.
I don't know, but these kids are all over 6'7".
What
you walk
the
in on your
fuck?
son doing 6'7". Yeah, jeez.
What is going on? And then
Yeah.
it's like now they're watching the AI creators.
You can't do it. Go tend to the farm.
Yeah.
Go pluck the feathers of the chickens.
Yeah. Go lift some hay.
Yeah, I need to go lift some weight. Or what are you training today? Chest and arms?
No, I don't have anything really
Let's
planned.
go hit chest and arms.
All right, let's go.
I need to push. Yeah. I need a good tricep. I need to build the horseshoe.
Yeah. All right. Good podcast. Hopefully people like the new setup.
Yeah, we'll fine tune it. We'll get some other things in here.
Yes,
Make it a little bit more comfortable.
for sure.
But
All
yeah,
right.
another one in the books.
Signing off.